The most dangerous lie you'll ever believe isn't that you're too weak, too late, or too ordinary. It's the silent hope that one day someone will arrive and change your life for you. Maybe you've been waiting without even realizing it. Waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting for motivation to magically appear, waiting for someone to notice your potential, waiting for the fear to disappear before you finally take the first step. Days become weeks, weeks become months, months quietly become years. Then, one ordinary morning, you catch your reflection in the mirror and ask yourself a painful question. Where did all the time go? Life never announces when it's slipping away. It doesn't send a warning. It doesn't ask for permission. It simply keeps moving while you whisper the same promise over and over. I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow is the safest lie we tell ourselves because it demands nothing from us today. Picture yourself standing alone on a quiet shoreline before sunrise. The sky is still dark. The air is cold. Wave after wave crashes onto the sand, each one erasing the footprints left behind only moments before. The ocean doesn't pause because you're uncertain. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Time works exactly the same way. Every second passes without asking whether you've used it wisely. Every sunrise is an opportunity. Every sunset is a reminder, and neither one waits for anyone. Here's the truth that many people spend their entire lives trying to avoid. No mentor can build your discipline. No friend can carry your responsibility. No partner can fight the battles happening inside your mind. The people who love you can encourage you, support you, and believe in you, but they cannot become you. Only your own choices can shape the person you'll be tomorrow. At first, that truth feels heavy, almost unfair, but hidden inside it is something far more powerful than comfort: freedom. Because the moment you stop waiting to be rescued is the exact moment you begin discovering the strength that has been quietly waiting inside you all along. Think about every storm you've already survived. There were nights you believed you couldn't keep going, days when fear convinced you to quit, moments when giving up seemed easier than taking one more step. Yet somehow, you kept moving, not because someone came to save you, but because somewhere beneath the fear, doubt, and exhaustion, a small part of you refused to surrender. That part of you still exists. It's simply buried beneath distractions, excuses, endless comparison, and the comforting illusion that your breakthrough depends on someone else. But what if everything you've been searching for isn't waiting behind luck? What if it has been hiding behind one difficult decision you've been avoiding this entire time? Because the greatest obstacle standing between you and the life you want isn't failure, it's comfort. And once you understand why comfort quietly steals more dreams than fear ever could, you'll never look at your life the same way again. That decision is rarely dramatic. There are no fireworks, no applause, no moment where the world suddenly recognizes that you've changed. Instead, it begins in silence. It begins the first time you choose discipline over comfort when no one is watching. The first time you wake up before the alarm instead of after it. The first time you finish what you promised yourself you would finish. The first time you keep going, even though nobody would blame you for quitting. These moments seem insignificant, but they are not. They are the invisible votes you cast for the person you are becoming. Most people believe that success changes a person. The truth is almost the opposite. A person changes first. Success simply arrives later as evidence of those hidden choices. Imagine two blacksmiths standing before identical pieces of steel. One places the metal near the fire, but never leaves it there long enough to transform. The other accepts the heat. Again and again, the steel is placed into the flames, struck by the hammer, cooled, and returned to the fire. The process looks violent, but every strike removes weakness and reveals strength that wasn't visible before. Your character is forged in the same way. Every challenge is another strike of the hammer. Every setback is another chance to become stronger instead of more bitter. Every difficult morning is another opportunity to shape a version of yourself that comfort could never create. Pain is not always a sign that you're on the wrong path. Sometimes it's proof that you're leaving an old version of yourself behind. Think about the people who inspire you. You only see the finished masterpiece. You don't see the lonely mornings, the failures no one applauded, the sacrifices nobody noticed, the nights they questioned themselves and chose to continue anyway. Greatness is often invisible while it's being built. That's why comparison is such a dangerous distraction. You're comparing someone else's finished chapter to the page you're writing today. Instead of asking, "Why am I not there yet?" Ask yourself, did I become a little stronger than yesterday? Because progress rarely announces itself. It accumulates quietly. One disciplined choice, one honest conversation, one completed task, one promise kept, then another and another, until one day people call you lucky. They never saw the thousands of invisible decisions that created the life they're admiring. Here's the surprising part. The person standing between you and the future you dream about isn't your boss. It isn't your family. It isn't society. It isn't your past. It's the version of you that still believes comfort is more valuable than growth. The moment you stop negotiating with that version of yourself, everything begins to change. But before you take that first real step, there's one final truth almost nobody is willing to face. It's the truth that separates people who merely dream about a better life from those who actually build one. The final truth is simple. Your life is not shaped by the moments when you feel inspired. It's shaped by the moments when you choose to act without inspiration. Anyone can move when excitement is high. Anyone can dream when the future looks bright. But the people who transform their lives are the ones who keep moving when the excitement disappears, when progress feels invisible, and when nobody is there to encourage them. That is where character is born. Every morning, life quietly asks you the same question. Who are you becoming today? Not next year, not someday, today. Your answer isn't spoken with words. It's written through your actions. The decision to read instead of endlessly scrolling. The decision to exercise instead of making another excuse. The decision to have the difficult conversation instead of avoiding it. The decision to begin before you feel completely ready. These choices seem ordinary, yet they create extraordinary lives. Many people spend years searching for a secret that doesn't exist. They hope for a breakthrough that will magically erase fear, doubt, and uncertainty. But growth has never required perfect confidence. It has only required the courage to take one honest step, followed by another. You don't need to control every outcome. You only need to control the next decision. That is where your power has always been. Some days you will fail. Some days you'll lose momentum. Some days you'll question whether any of your effort matters. When those moments arrive, don't ask yourself whether you're failing. Ask yourself whether you're willing to begin again. Because every sunrise offers a new chance to become the person you promised yourself you would be. The world may never notice your quiet victories. It may never applaud your discipline. It may never understand the sacrifices you're making today. And that's okay. The strongest foundations are built underground, long before anyone sees the building standing above them. One day, people may look at your confidence, your peace, or your success and assume it happened overnight. Only you will know the truth. It was built one decision at a time, one uncomfortable morning, one difficult choice, one promise kept, then another and another. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for someone else to rescue the life that already belongs to you. The moment you accept full responsibility isn't the moment your journey becomes easier. It's the moment you finally become powerful enough to change its direction. If this message challenged the way you see your life, don't let it become another video you forget tomorrow. Choose one action today, no matter how small, and complete it before this day ends. Your future isn't waiting for a miracle. It's waiting for your next decision. And if you're ready to build a stronger mind, live with greater purpose, and rise above the limits you've placed on yourself, subscribe to Ascendra Studio and continue this journey with us. Remember this: the strongest life is not built by waiting for extraordinary moments. It is built by making ordinary decisions with extraordinary consistency.